everybody, it's Tommy again and welcome back to Tommy Channel. Tommy Channel just means Teacher Tommy, or you could call me a bunch of other different names because I have lots of nicknames like Teacher Tommy, Teacher Brian, Teacher Greg, Teacher Roderick, Teacher Manny, Teacher Frank, and lots of names. And today we're gonna talk about something new in our easy grammar book. But before we start with our lessons, let's review the 2 lessons that we studied back then. Now, do you remember what are those lessons? Well, those lessons are actually very important. They're good, and as you know, they are pronouns with verb to be and a pronoun who with verb to be. Let's review those lessons quickly. Now, are you ready to review those lessons? Let's get started. And the first lesson, which are pronouns going with pronouns that are actually going with verb to be. We have I that goes with am. Examples are, let me write out with my marker. Now, let me write out the examples with my marker. For example, I am in grade 1. I am in grade 1. And that's the am, and I will go with am. I am in grade 1. Let me erase the example. Now we're gonna move on with we, they, and you. Now, we, they, and you. What verb to be would they go with? Well, the verb to be that they will go with is are. For example, they are 7. They, which is here, they are 7 years old. I am 7 years old. Now, they are 7 years old. I am 7 years old. They are. They goes with are. We go with are. We are 7 years old. And what you will go with are. You are 7 years old. Just like that. That's how you pronounce they, me, and you with are. Now, are you ready to move on with the next word? Well, the next words are he, she, and it. What verb to be would they go with? Well, they will go with is. Like, he is a man. Or she is a nurse. Or it is a cat. Those are the examples. Could you see our examples are he is a man. Erase that example off the board. Say it with me. He is a man. Then say it with me. She is a nurse. Say it. She is a nurse. Let's read with me. It is a cat. And those actually the word that will go with the verb to be. Now let's move on to reviewing the next lesson, the second lesson. The second lesson is about who going with verb to be. The who's are they, we, and you. He and she. And one more who is I. Know it. They, we, and you will go with are. They are, we are, you are. Is he? Now, are you ready? Let's read. Are you a doctor? And the other person will say, yes, I am. And if the answer is, you are a doctor, then the person will say, who am I? And then that another person will say, you are Peter, or you are a doctor. Now, what about he and she? Well, he and she will actually go with is. He is, she is. For example, is she a nurse? Yes, she is. Who is he? He is a doctor. What about I? I will go with am. I am a person. I am a zookeeper. I am a snake. And today we're going to learn about the demonstratives of, let me erase this. Then I'm going to divide the board into two parts. I'm going to divide the board into two parts. Today we're going to learn about demonstratives. We're going to learn about demonstratives. And those demonstratives are this and that are the singular demonstratives. But these and those are the plural demonstratives. Like this, the plural of this is these and that. The plural of that is those. Just like that. If you say that, it's easier to understand it, even though it's not really plural. Now, are you ready? Are you ready to learn about the demonstratives? Well, let's get started. Here. This is a book. This is a book. Why do you use this? Well, we use this in a sentence if something that is near you and you can see it. This is a book. Now, if I throw the book over there, I can see it from afar. And I'll say, that is a book. Why did I say that? Why did I say that is a book instead of this is a book? Well, when I throw the book far away from me, then I can see it from a farther distance. And when I see it from the farther distance, the farther it is, the farther we will use that. That is a book. This is a book. Now, what about these? Well, these. Why do we use these? These are books. Why do we use these in books? Well, that is because these are actually used for, as you know, plural that is near you. Now, what about I throw the books far from me and I can stand a little farther? What will I say? Will I say these are books? No, because they are far from me, I will change it into plural. The plural of these is those. Those are books. These are books. And that is what you have in mind about these amazing demonstratives. Now, in this demonstrative lesson, we'll learn about each of them on the board. Are you ready to learn about them in a board? Well, on the board, I'm going to show you something. There. And this says books for kids from 14 to 20 inches. The books, this is a book for kids from 14 to 20 inches. Now, how much inches, how tall are you? How many inches are you tall? Now, well, I am tall about, let me see. I am 1 meter 49 centimeters, which means if I am 1 meter 49 centimeters, which means I have more than 51 centimeters in order to reach, as you know, 2 meters. But books for kids from 14 to 20 inches. Now, if you are here, what will you say? If you are here and it's near you, what will you say? What will you say that's near you? Well, you will say, this is a This is a book. Can you see the board? The board says this is a book. But what if you write here? You will say that is a book. That is a book. And if you're here, this is a book. So that's how you example about that and this. Now, let me erase this and I'll show you something even cooler. First, I'm going to draw like this. And then I'm going to draw this, and then I'm going to draw this, and then I'm going to draw here, and then here, and then here. I'm going to draw this, there. Finally. Then you're going to draw a double, which means another, but smaller, of course. Now, when we have it, if you're here, you'll say these. But if you're right here, and you're in trash duty, you will say those. This man that is near the mat, will say these are mats. But the man that is far from the mat will call it those are mats. Now, could you understand what are these and those now? These are near, but plural are far, but these are far or near, plural. But actually, as you know, when we learn about it, we'll actually have something that's even more exciting to worry about. Do you know what is it? Well, when we learn about these amazing things, we're actually learning about, when we learn about these amazing things, we'll be learning about, as you know, words. These words are going to help you learn a lot. Now, could you see this door? Now, how many words are there in the word those? Now, are you ready? Those are bedrooms. Look at the towel for extra cleaning. And then we're gonna have these are glasses. This is a blanket. Those are mom. This is my favorite movie. Just like that. That is how you say the demonstrative in one way that is really fun. Now, could you see, when we learn about these amazing things, we're actually learning about the things that we've been learning about. Do you know what are the things that we're going to learn about? When we learn about these things, we actually will learn about the amazing things that we're going to learn about in today's lesson. And when we learn about the amazing lesson, we'll actually be the most famous people spellers in the entire history. And are you ready to spell these? These. Which means you have to put the T in it. And now, are you ready to learn about some sentences? The these, that, and those? Well, let's say. Go. Girl. That is a train. And another person will say, which is a boy, no. These are trains. So you could see, girl, that is a train. Boy, no. These are trains. So that's a conversation between a boy and a girl. What about this? Man. Look. Those trains are coming. And the boy would say, no. That train is coming. Now, Boy, no, that train is coming. Why would you say that train is coming? Because if you say those trains are coming, means you have to say man and boy. Dot, two dots. Look, those trains are coming. The boy will ride on one train and man will ride in one train. But this is a conversation between man and boy. Now, could you see those examples now? We have examples of that and this, and we have examples of those and these. Let me erase the board and move on with our super good thing. Now, the thing that is pretty good about this lesson is that we get to study and learn. And when we learn about this amazing lesson, I hope you enjoy your mouths keeping shut, and I hope you enjoy that you learn from me. Mr. Lots of Nickname. You can call me that. Let me erase the board with a towel. If you use a washcloth and a board, it will be a lot easier. Now, you see, when we learn about demonstratives, we have something to worry about. Now, can you draw? Well, I want you to draw something. I want you to get out your paper, and I want you to draw an excavator. And when we learn about this, we'll actually learn this. When you finish drawing an excavator, like this, put down your pencil. When you finish drawing excavator, put down your pencil. Now, write for me. Put down your pencil on your paper. Write for me this. And under this, write D. And here, you're going to draw in the excavator's memory. We have another excavator. This, if you circle, then you circle the excavator that isn't in the memory. You say this is an excavator. And when you circle both of them, you say these are excavators. So could you see now? That is the difference between this and these. Okay, everybody? Now, what if it is far from you? Then you will transform this into that. You will transform these into those. And that is how you pronounce those words correctly. And when you say the words correctly, I hope you pronounce them correctly too. So today, we've been learning about demonstratives, this, that, these, and those. I hope you enjoy learning about demonstratives, and see you next time. Take care, everybody. And in the next lesson, we're going to learn about another thing. We're going to use a and an and and. Did you check your book? And today we're learning about lesson 3, and the next lesson will be lesson 4. Lesson about an, and finally, as you know, an, and. So, goodbye.